John chapter 20, verses 1 through 9. On the first day of the week, Mary of Magdala came to the tomb early in the morning, while it was still dark, and saw the stone removed from the tomb. So she ran and went to Simon Peter and the other disciple, whom Jesus loved, and told them, "They have taken the Lord from the tomb, and we do not know where they put him." So Peter and the other disciple went out and came to the tomb. They both ran, but the other disciple ran faster than Peter and arrived at the tomb first. He bent down and saw the burial cloths there, but did not go in. When Simon Peter arrived after him, he went into the tomb and saw the burial cloths there, and the cloth that had covered his head, not with the burial cloth, but rolled up in a separate place. Then the other disciple also went in, the one who had arrived at the tomb first, and he saw and believed. For they did not yet understand the scripture that he had to rise from the dead. Then the disciples returned home.
The other tomb of Jesus that is kind of outside.
The day that we went to the Church of the Holy Sepulchre, the first stop was a garden area that, and I don't know if it was the Lutherans or the Protestants, ran that area. And we went there because they believed that's where the tomb was. And it was a great experience because you kind of got a feeling for the garden, because it's surrounded by a garden. And then they take you to the tomb area where there's a door carved into the stone, and you could go in and look at that. And that was, just to give you a little bit of the perspective, because in the Church of the Holy Sepulchre where the tomb is, it's in the building.
Encased.
Yeah, but that was believed to be a garden.
Yeah.
At that time.
Right.
Which couldn't have been more than maybe 30, 40 yards, 50 yards tops
from
it's
that close.
Where the rock was where he was crucified. So
that gives you a perspective. It's pretty close. Yeah. That's just amazing.
And they had that area where they laid him after he came down from the cross, where you could just picture that's probably where Mary was holding him. And then, of course, the tomb was farther.
It's right there. Yeah.
Was farther back.
Cool.
The guide made a point when we were at the tomb. I better say it before I forget. And he said the significance of the facial cloth being rolled up separately is a connection to the Old Testament. When Moses received the commandments and came down and his face shone, and the people could not look at him and he had to hide his face, that was a connection with the resurrection.